Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel, whether you're new or you're coming back. This is Victoria, and today I'm doing a special edition reading with divine masculine insights. So we're going to see what's happening on their energy level, what's happening in their karmic reality in 3D, essentially what are they thinking about, what kind of action are they taking, and how they see union and the connection right now. Okay, at the end I'll post some messages from masculines to the feminines cross-watching. Right, let's get started, and we'll start with an oracle deck. It's Alice the Wonderland today, and I will do the feminine and the masculine card because I know there are a lot of feminines watching, so let's do that. And the first card is going to be for divine feminines. Curious and curious, and number 9, discovery, inquiry, weirdness, curiosity. So yeah, if something catches your eye, catches your attention, divine feminines, this is for a reason. You're supposed to get curious and dig deeper. Make sure that that curiosity is not stopped by your brain that will be saying, well, we don't have time for that, or oh, this is nonsense. And that could be even your parents or other adults talking from back from your childhood, right? Like, don't let those things stop you. This is important, and you don't have to figure out why before you actually take it on. It's almost the other way around. That's how it usually works anyway, right? You start with it, and then it unfolds, and then it brings you that knowledge of why was it important. What do we have for the masculines? All right, for masculines we have nature, communication, number 37. Flower energies, fairy energies, elemental messengers. So this is, of course, one of the aspects of this message is reconnecting with nature, going outside, finding ways to kind of ground yourself, right? And to admire the beauty of nature. That's where it all begins, right? The universe, the nature that's around us, that's like the baseline to the beauty, to the enjoyment, to natural joy that we experience from living on this planet, from being here in this incarnation. The other part of it is, from what I'm given, is listening carefully to what the messages is from your guides, from your angels, right? There will be elementals, fairies, there will be creatures that would want to deliver the message. So, and even if you're not in nature, doesn't mean that they can. It's more important for you to be able to hear those. So listen carefully. All right, masculines, let's see what we have for you. I mentioned quite a few questions, right? Let's see. So we'll get the energy. What are they thinking about? What action are they taking? What do they think about divine feminines? And how are they getting closer to union? There we go. Those are good questions. 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, working. Yeah, so that's the one of the default patterns that the masculines fall into. If I'm not sure, if I'm in doubt, if I'm too overwhelmed, I'll keep focusing on my work. And that's what's happening now. But you know what, and especially like the last few weeks, we've seen so many messages of like big transformation, or the transformation is complete, like death and rebirth is complete, and now it's being applied, it's been integrated into 3D life, right? So this can get overwhelming, this can be too much, right? Like, especially when you realize that things you're used to, people you're used to are not going to be around anymore. It's not going to be like that, right? So it's like reinventing your life, essentially, which is not easy for anyone, really, even if you're looking for it, even if you're asking for it, which we do, right? Like we're manifesting what we, like what we get in our reality is what we've manifested, whether consciously or subconsciously, right? But I mean, even if it's conscious, it's still hard. But if it's subconscious, it's 100 times harder. And the Hermit, yeah, so preparing, right? They're spending time on their own. They're not really talking about these big changes. For some, they're not really sure how to explain it anyway, even if they tried. For others, they don't want to spoil the momentum, right? So part of the work is like figuring out how does it change my plans in life, my strategy, my circle of friends and things like that, how I spend my time. So what's happening on the energy level? We have the Emperor with the Tower. Yeah, that's the energy I was talking about. So it's like you're considering what being an Emperor actually means. What does it mean to be in charge, to be that alpha male energy? And of course, take gender how it resonates for you. It doesn't have to be a male. But essentially, what's that divine masculine energy like, right? When you are not in your ego, in your love space, but you're assertive, you are confident, and you're acting. Like you get an impulse, an instinct, and you go ahead and you act on it, right? With confidence, with courage. Big difference between courage and ego. Sometimes masculines like to pass on ego or like over projection as courage, but it's not. Or arrogance as courage, or masculine bravado as courage. But those are very different things. What's happening? What action are the masculines taking right now? 10 of Cups clarified by death. You see, I was just talking about death in reverse, right? So this death is now manifesting in how they see the connection with other humans, right? How they see family relations, how they've, like, you know, like our brain creates compartments for different people, different roles, the way we're supposed to communicate in different contexts. So this is all being revisited now. This is all being reviewed, like what is the connection between parents and children? What was mine? What do I want the connection to be with my children? The same between like husband and wife, right? What was it like for my parents or like other relatives or friends of family, right? What have I learned from it? How do I want me and my spouse to be like, right? Things like that. So like this is familial energy. 10 of Cups, it doesn't have to be, although it is still like a tribe, a community, but definitely is. In this card, we see the family, the generations, right? This connection between generations. Okay, so that the action they're taking is their, I know it doesn't look like an action, right? But because they're considering, or because that death energy is coming in, it changes the way they behave in those situations, in those relationships, right? So they're not just blindly following their instinct anymore. And by instinct, I mean the automated program that the brain has created, right? Now they're seeing it with a more conscious space. Now there's more experiment, more curiosity, more of like, okay, so as long as I do X, Y, Z, this person does A, B, C. Let's see if that's gonna change if I act differently. You know, like there's that space for experimentation. But this is the action space. So they're actively trying that out, applying it in their life. What are they thinking about? This was thinking about the connection, right? Let's see, energy space. What are they thinking? Oh, okay, so this is the thinking space. Now the acting space. Knight of Cups clarified by 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so they do want, and this is the Divine Feminine here, they do want to bring the Cup of Love to the Divine Feminine, right? They see, they admire from the distance. I call this stalker in the bushes with the binoculars state. You know, when they're not really making it known how much they pay attention, how much love they have, right? But they do know. Oh, they know. And at the very least, it doesn't surprise them that they're spending so much time observing, watching, thinking, and, you know, daydreaming and strategizing, right? So this is the action space, actually, right? So they are making a decision, they're going for it. Some of you may get this kind of communication of love and appreciation like immediately, today, tomorrow. For others, it's going to take a minute, I'm hearing. But it's not for the lack of the desire to do that. It's more like because there is death and there is Tower, kind of like behind the scenes on 4D space and on 5D space. 3D space is kind of overwhelmed. It needs to catch up to that. Not to mention that they're considering, as we saw, how they see themselves as the divine masculine, as the emperor, and also how they see connections with other people. And this is the very important connection to them, right? So they may decide to postpone the communication a little just because they're still in that reinventing space, just because of that. Okay, and they're waiting for the divine timing, if anything. You know, we are in Mercury retrograde now, right? So communication can get tricky, especially if it's something big, something not like casual communication, but like breaking into someone that you have feelings to them could be one of those that can go sideways if you don't do it right. How are the masculine seeing the feminines now specifically? Three of Wands clarified by Six of Pentacles. So they're setting intention for this to be an equal partnership. They really want to be that partner that can give emotionally, financially, that can give energy and time. And they've seen time and time again how giving in the feminine has been, how nurturing, how patient, day in, day out, you know, when they were in their good, when they were in their bad. And now they're seeing that how valuable that is, that they maybe disregarded before, and they want to do the same. So that's kind of like the teaching moment for them, right? And that's where they want to be eventually. They're not there yet. This is intention set in space, but at least they're acknowledging that that's what's missing from their side, and that's what they want to learn. And now how they see the connection, how they're moving closer to it. We see Nine of Cups clarified by Three of Swords. This is one of those rare Nine of Cups that is not really a happy card. You see this guy is like kind of disappointed and at a loss, right? So and we have the Three of Swords on the back of it. So there's still some heartache that is making divine masculines emotional when they think about connection, about union. And it's not for the lack of desire to be together. It's Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. So they know deep down that this is the wish fulfillment. But they're not quite sure how to turn that around from a space of heartbreak to a space of happiness. And there are many reasons here. Just all these messages are kind of flying onto me right now, right? This is them being heartbroken themselves, either from this connection or from previous one. So they're not in that great space. B, because there's so much history that wasn't that great, that they're now not sure that it's even possible to turn things around that much. And third is just because they're still figuring out what that happily ever after is going to be like. So how can they promise it to somebody else if they're still figuring it out? What is that supposed to be, right? And they do realize gradually through this process that even if they decide to say to the feminine, like, I'm gonna make you happy and you just tell me what you want, how you want this to work out, and you know, I'll do it. Whatever I need to do, I'll do it. Tell me and I'll do it. They understand that that's not really gonna work. It's not gonna work well. So they don't want to say it like that. Would be one of the easier ways. They know it. But they don't want to say it because they want this to be 100% quality, right? Not 50, not 70, but 100, right? So that's why there is this hesitation and feeling of loss. Although the victory is in sight, it's more like now they need to figure out how. Okay, started shuffling my messages deck. Let's get the messages. What's on divine masculine's heart and mind right now? What would they like to share with the feminines from everything that's happening in their life? Just a lot. By the way, guys, if you like what I'm doing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I also do daily shorts with the card of the day energy. You may be interested in that. It's a very quick pick-me-up, a little bit of guidance from your angels, from your guides. All right, So what do we have here? I made the wrong choice. I do want you to meet my friends and family. Please give me time to sort myself out first. I hurt you because it was easier than to tell you the truth. Yeah, and I'm getting that that's this energy where they're now hurt because of that. You make me want to be a better person. Yep, and to me, that's this energy where they want to be as nurturing and giving as the feminine. Feminine is leading by example. Beautiful. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I love you all, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. Bye, everyone.